welcome to India Roundup. I'm Chandni Krishnan bringing you the top national stories of the week. Indian Army Chief asks commanders to prepare for any eventuality in relation to border disputes with China. The de-escalation at the line of actual control has stopped for now, as dialogue between India and China has hit a roadblock. Both countries have already held more than 5 rounds of Lieutenant General level talks for disengagement from eastern Ladakh. But China has now refused to fall back from its current position. Due to the friction at patrolling point 17 in Gogra and Pangong Tso Fingers, diplomats from both countries are considering the option of putting patrolling protocols in place to avoid a repeat of the June 15th Galwan Valley flare-up. Supreme Court reiterates that the right to property is a constitutional right. The court observed that compensation cannot be denied by the state when private property is acquired for a public purpose. These findings came in relation to an appeal filed by the Hare Krishna Mandir Trust regarding an entry in the records which showed the Pune Municipal Corporation as having acquired an internal road which the trust claimed as part of its own property. The Supreme Court allowed the appeal and ordered the Pune Municipal Corporation to delete its name as the owner of the land in question and make the entry in favor of the rightful owners. Deadly plane crash in Kerala. An Air India flight bringing in stranded Indian citizens from Dubai as part of the Vande Bharat mission skidded off the tabletop runway in Calicut Airport and plunged down a 35-foot drop. The aircraft was attempting a landing for the second time under heavy rain and wind conditions. Captain Deepak Sathe and Captain Akhilesh, the pilot and co-pilot, were also among the people who died in the mishap. Tabletop airports are a challenge for aircrew during difficult landings as they typically have steep drops at one or both ends of the runway. Civil Aviation Minister Hardeep Singh Puri appreciated Kozhikode residents for their spirit of solidarity and brotherhood. He tweeted that they took great personal risks to provide immediate relief and thus averted a greater tragedy. Ram Mandir Bhumi Pujan. It was in September 2010 that the Allahabad High Court passed its judgment on the disputed site in Ayodhya, trifurcating the contested land. In a culmination of events since then, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has laid the foundation stone for the construction of the Ram Temple and termed it a modern symbol of Indian culture. Later, Prime Minister Modi spoke about the Indian philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, meaning the world is a family, and mentioned that there are many countries where Lord Ram is part of the culture. The event has brought joy to many Indians. And as India prepares to celebrate its 73rd Independence Day, it may be worthwhile to remember a line from Gandhiji's version of the bhajan Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, which goes, Ishwar Allah tere naam, sabko sanmati de Bhagwan. India dismisses Turkey's comment regarding Jammu and Kashmir. A Turkish Foreign Ministry spokesperson commented that withdrawal of special powers of Jammu and Kashmir has further complicated the situation and that it has not served peace and stability in the region. The criticism came on the first anniversary of India's decision to bifurcate the state into 2 union territories. India called Turkey's remark factually incorrect, biased, and unwarranted. Anurag Srivastava, India's External Affairs Ministry spokesperson, asked Turkey to refrain from interfering in internal matters of India. The Supreme Court directs the central government and the Jammu and Kashmir administration to come up with a final stand on restoring 4G services in the Union Territory, latest by 11 August. The court was responding to a contempt petition against the central government and the Union Territory Administration for non-compliance with the May 11th Supreme Court order to constitute a 3-member committee to investigate the 4G issue. This was in the context of the former Lieutenant Governor G.C. Murmu, who in an interview to a national newspaper advocated restoration of high-speed internet connectivity in J&K. Meanwhile, the Modi government denied the allegations and submitted that the panel, which was set up in accordance with the court judgment, had decided against resuming 4G services. However, the court has again asked the government to consider the possibility of network restoration in some areas. India's first Kisan Special Parcel Train between Maharashtra and Bihar has been flagged off. The Kisan Rail Train has refrigerated coaches to assist farmers with flexible and fast transportation of perishable goods across the country. It is expected to reduce transportation costs by Rs 1,000 per ton compared with roadways and can reduce travel time by around 15 hours, according to Railway Ministry officials. Any farmer or interested party can book their consignments in the train, and consignments as small as 50 to 100 kgs can be booked from any stopping station to any other stopping station. Nearly 14 lakh people have recovered from COVID-19 in India. On Friday, India added more than 60,000 new cases, with Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh contributing over 10,000 cases each. While the total number of infections in the country is now more than 20.88 lakhs, only about 6.19 lakhs of these are currently sick. For the last 2 weeks, the growth in active cases of novel coronavirus in the country has been dipping at a fast rate, mainly attributable to the rise in recoveries. The growth of active cases is also slowing down. And that is all from me for today. Thank you so much for joining us. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.